professors is trying to make things very complex and make you understand. Things in business are simple, logical, and they are to be understood and interpreted in this fashion. Now, what I am going to talk about today is nothing new. You know everything. You know everything, and I just want to streamline the knowledge what you have in a direction. And I want equal participation from your side, because you as members of Gen X, you are obviously smarter than me, because it's known, there's no doubt about it. You know so many things which I don't know. The only difference is I have read so many things forcefully because I had to earn a degree, I had to come in teaching and doing those things. So it is only a difference of a time and the frame which brings me to stand here on this days and you sitting there. Now, this also can be lifted or not? No, yes, I want to use board. This side only. Okay, fine. Let's start, friends. Let me ask you a very simple question. You know this word? Simple words which everyone expected to know. What is this? Postcard. Postcard. It's a way of communication which is reused right now also. How much does a postcard cost? Anyone can give a precise guess. How much does it cost? It still costs 50 paisa. Postcard does not have ticket. Postcard does not have ticket. You purchase it, write and send it. Now in 50 paisa, what is the value which you are getting? In 50 paisa, what is the value which you are getting? Now let me put the cost. The postcard is costing 50 paisa. What is the value which we are getting? Simple question. What do you do with postcard? Very good. We send messages. So, you send messages. Are you sure that it is confidential? No. Okay. So what we have is, we have confidentiality question mark. Are you sure that the postcard will reach to the only person, who is addressing the postcard? No, we are not sure. It may land in anyone's hand. Okay. Now what happens if the postman travels in rainy day and if you have written message on postcard by a ink pen? What will happen? It gets washed away. It does not, unanticipated losses. Not stretching it beyond a limit, we know so many things. What in 50 paisa you are getting? What in 50 paisa are we getting? We are getting that, okay, we write a message, it reaches in the hands of a person who has been addressed. but I am not sure when it will reach, in what condition it will reach, on what condition, and will it reach to the person who has been addressed to or not. No, these are the things which are lacking. So what we find is, in this 50 paisa, the basic value is what? Reaching a destination. In 50 paisa, what do you find? The basic value provided by investing 50 paisa in a message media, we can be rest assured that okay, it will reach. When it will reach, in what condition it will reach, to whom it will reach, we are not sure. Now, if we talk about these issues, what are these issues? What are these issues? The basic value provided by a postcard in by 50 paisa is reach of the message with so many uncertainties attached with it. Now, what do we expect? What do we expect from a message which we send? What do we expect from a message which we send? It should reach in time. It should reach only to the person to whom we are sending it. It should reach in intact condition. It should have confidentiality. You know, so many things we do expect from the postcard, from a message. And for that, what we are willing to do? We are willing to shell out extra pennies to ensure that it reaches tomorrow. It reaches only to the person, the sealed condition. You know, these all things. What we find, a very simple learning from an example of postcard is, 50 paisa basic value for a message to be sent has value gaps associated with it. And these are the value gaps: the confidentiality, specificity, intactness. What are these? These are actually value gaps. And what happens? What businesses do? What we as managers do? Fill in the gaps, and fill in the gaps in a way so that the customer becomes delighted. That is what we as managers of whatever we are doing only one thing. We are smartly trying to identify the value gaps and try to fulfill those value gaps so that the customers become delighted. And again, if we talk about smartness of manager, what we do is, these are the value gaps, and any business evolves. Any business evolves because of a mechanism in which we identify the value gaps and try to fulfill the value gaps. And therefore we find a very simple example. 40 years back, 50 years back, postcards, inland letters and registered parcels were the only mechanism by which people used to send the messages. But what we have now? We have courier company, express delivery company, and now to an extent, complete logistic business has evolved to fulfill this value gap. So the topic which we are discussing about, we are going to, throw some light on, because understanding comes to you when you keep on thinking about it. So what we are going to talk about is value configuration and success of business. Here I wish to say that whatever we are doing in business management is aimed for only one and only one thing, that is value configuration. What is a business therefore? How we can define a business? What is a business? What is a business? How do you define business? Now that's what the it's important to have a perspective towards things. Business is nothing else but a value proposition intended to serving certain unfulfilled needs of customers. What is the business? Business therefore can be aptly called as a process in which we configure value so that certain intent, explicit and implicit needs of customers are served. That is how we can define business. And therefore, the simplest word is business is nothing else but a value game plan. Business is what? Is a value game plan. Now, very well understood, value game plan. Now let me ask you a question. What is happening in Delhi is the cabs have become cheaper than auto rickshaws. Why and how? Am I right in saying this or wrong? The cabs or the taxi services have become cheaper than your auto rickshaws. Am I right or wrong? Just let us understand. People must be doing, because now we have messages displayed by a number of companies like 7 rupees per kilometer, 6 rupees per kilometer or something like that. It's for cabs, AC, sedan, hatchback, whatever we talk about. And what is the charge which auto rickshaw charges us? Approximately 8 rupees per kilometer, and for 2 kilometers it's 30 rupees, something like that. 25 rupees. Now what is happening? What is happening? How come these cab companies are providing unique value to the customers? Is it not a unique value to the customer? I enjoy everything. I am protected in rain, I am protected by sunlight, I am protected by pollution and everything like that. I hire a cab which is costing just rupees 6 to 7 paisa per kilometer. How could they do it? How could they do it? And this is what smart businesses do. We have n number of examples if we talk about. All businesses. What is this Flipkart type of company doing? Or if I don't talk about these E-enabled kind of businesses, we can talk about another businesses also. Or this simple advertisement which is coming of Toyota, 60 minutes service, express service, 3 specialized mechanics. What is it? What is it? It's a value. It's a bundle of tangible benefits which are provided to the customers, for which customer did not expect. Customer was not aware implicitly that whether in 60 minutes my car can be serviced or not. But what companies have done? Companies have woken up. They have awaked a new value which was implicit, not understood by the customers. But they have come across, look, this can be your need. And the need which was not existing earlier, they have created a need. Now this need keeps on propelling, and that's what smart businesses are doing. Let us come to the question and get an answer for that. How come these cab companies have made the ride so cost efficient? How come? How come? Think of it. What was happening earlier? What was happening earlier? You used to book a taxi from a taxi service provider or a taxi stand. Gone were the days. Then companies came with a toll-free number. You dial this, book a cab for it. And what is now happening? It's app-based. What is this app? What is this app doing? Cutting the intermediary cost. As such, there was no intermediary cost. The only intermediary cost was establishing a call center. Now what I am doing? What I am doing now? I'm nothing. I don't have a taxi. I don't have a single taxi. I don't employ a single driver. I don't have anything. But what I'm doing, I have created an interface between the users and consumers of services by an app. I have a different platform which is integrated to the payment system, and then we have done it like that. So what is happening? No, if I remove this call centers again, what is happening? I have still brought down the cost. And this is what businesses are doing. What next can happen? What next can happen? Can you think of it? And you become a smart manager if you are able to figure out or as to how I can change, how I can manipulate this cost further to a lower level or this cost towards a differentiated offering. What can we do? How value can be added more now? 7 rupees per kilometer? How value can be added more? If you can get a clue, yes, we have done it. How can it be done? Can it be done? Can it be done or not? Let us have a conviction first, and then we see whether it can be done, and if it is done, how it is done. No, think, you put pressure. It can be, it can be. It is 7 rupees per kilometer. What else can be done now? What else can I do now? Any student, you can give the vaguest answer. You know, it's possible to do anything. I'm not searching, and please understand, in management, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Whatever works is right, and whatever does not work becomes wrong. So you can go for all kind of wild imaginations as to how this can be manipulated further, and we get an answer. What you can do? Yes, please. Okay. What benefit it is going to give? Just wait. Yes. Petrol purchase. No, why should I purchase petrol in huge quantity? Why should I purchase first? Will it not block my money? Why should? Right now, I don't have a single पैसा expense. एक पैसा भी खर्च नहीं कर रहा हूं. मैं क्या कर रहा हूं? मैंने एक ऐप बना दिया. उसको एक पेमेंट सिस्टम से लिंक कर दिया. उसके साथ ड्राइवर्स और टैक्सी ओनर्स को जोड़ दिया और उसके साथ मैंने कस्टमर को जोड़ दिया. अभी मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा. I just made an app. And why should I, poke my nose into unnecessary kind of activity as to having captive petrol pumps? What can be done now? Why you will purchase? Because it. How can? It can only reduce not more than 20 paisa, 25 paisa. Okay, any other idea? Huh? Advertising in apps. Okay. One is advertising. What next? Something else. Something else out of the box. Okay. Sir, yes, it's, there are no teachers, no superiors, no students here. We all together are creating some value. Again, class is what? Class is professor interacting with the group of students to have some value, generated at the end of the class for everyone in the class. I may not be an expert, I may not be knowing every answer to it. My purpose of interacting with you is what? Simple, fundamental. I go by the value configuration. We all together create some value. Someone gives an answer which does not occur to me. Someone gives an answer which does not occur to you. So, answers and this collective learning will lead to what? Our collective development in understanding of business. And that is how we are going to enhance our value. Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Sir, in spite of reducing the prices, we can add more value with the same price. For
Okay.
example, we can contact to the newspaper agencies and they can provide newspaper for free for their advertisement. We can contact to the new, you can say, mineral water plants.
Mm-hmm.
For advertisement, they can provide free of cost water bottles for
Mm-hmm.
their advertisement. So we can provide the value to the customers,
Mm-hmm.
to the passengers
Okay.
at the same price. So hopefully,
So some answer shaping up. Yes, please. Something else. Still, we managers or business people are very hungry people. Don't go my own personality as I eat very much. No. But I say they are hungry for ideas. They are hungry for values. They are hungry for something unique which we can deliver. Now something is emerging slowly. What next? Something else. You're smarter, believe me. Yes. Okay. Discounts to regular customers. Well, how can this discount be translated? How can this discount be translated? This can be translated according to, you're right, this can be done, this is an option. But how can it be translated? Like frequent flyers program from airlines. The more you fly, the more points you accumulate, and once you accumulate a point, then you get some kind of, a free gift or something like that. Okay, valid. Something else? There was one more hand raising somewhere. Yes, please. Okay, I got it. You bring down the running cost. You bring down the running cost. What can be that, how to bring down the running cost? Efficient fuels. Okay. Now, running cost plus, you're talking about efficient fuels.